And another thing I want to talk about, there's that, but there's this, okay? Full on. All this extra padding spreads out the freaking... You think you're wasting chain? You're not wasting chain. You're changing your profile from a 730 seconds. Who's that guy?
Oh, that's Ryder.
Is that Ryder? Billy Ray's neighbor?
Yeah, absolutely.
What have you got something here you need a hand with?
Yeah, the London plane.
London plane?
Yeah.
Friends, this dude has lived in this house 50? No.
Yeah, yes, 50.
50 years?
Yeah, 50 years say June and July. 50 years.
This is crazy timing, friends. I'm telling you, if you get out of the way and you let life just kind of do the click, click, click thing I always talk about, friends, if you're in tune and you don't force your will upon things and you just kind of let the natural flow of the universe, he just tells me, like I've done work through the years here for Ryder many times. And he's got a London plane here. It's a big tree, and I'm going to show it to you behind us here, Ryder. Look at that. Beautiful big London plane. But Ryder wants to plant a garden, don't you, Ryder?
Yeah, that's absolutely.
He wants to plant and no disrespect to the other tree service. Great young fella, I forget his name. Thompson's Tree Service. Nice guy. I met him here, actually. He does work for Ryder as well. But Ryder's decided, and it was tough for him because he likes this tree. You planted that tree.
Yes, I did. 1981.
1981, he planted that freaking sycamore, London plane, hybrid maple. And you want to try and split some gnarly wood? It's that, and we're going to. And I think I'll bring the grippo down, the log splitter for you.
Oh, that would be nice.
So, anyways, Thompson, if you ever see this video, brother, we love you. It's no disrespect to you, but Ryder wasn't well, and I can't talk about your business, Ryder, but Ryder took sick, friends. How old are you now?
I'm 78.
He's 78, same age as my mom, and he took sick, and he ended up in the hospital. And now he's back home, and he was talking about having this tree down because he's getting a little bit nervous here and there, and they need light for a garden. And I said, you ain't paying for that tree to get took it down. So we're going to look after Ryder, and we'll get the log splitter down, Ryder. This guy's been my neighbor for a long time, friends. I want to give some love. You can I tell him what happened, Ryder?
Yes, you can have
lymphoma.
Yeah, lymphoma is right. Yeah.
He had come down with lymphoma, friends, which you know what that is. And they looked after you in the hospital, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's watched me, friends. He watched me come home in 2006.
I did.
In a back brace, and I don't want to talk about it because he starts getting emotional. That's what a good neighbor this guy is. He watched me go from a stallion of a man to nothing, didn't I?
That's very true.
I went from just a man feeding his family at 36 years old. I was strong as a bull, disintegrated to nothing in a second. And Ryder saw that. He saw me in that position.
I did.
I remember.
And thanks to Wendy, your wife, for taking such good care of you.
Right.
To make sure that you had, I believe it was a hot something in the house.
In the sauna.
In the sauna.
That's when we bought that sauna,
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
So he has watched this whole process, and he watched me get back on my feet, and he supported us, and he asked if we needed any help with the finances. Can I give you some tree work? Can we help? He has been one of the best neighbors I've ever had. He's crazy as a poop house rat, and that's the way I like him. You see? You got to look after your neighbors, don't you?
Absolutely, and it's.
Anything
I
else
have to say, life is reciprocal. You give much love, love comes back.
It's so true. It's so true. But Ryder, some people, they don't wait long enough. They think they have the wrong intent. They do something and expect something in return instead of just giving it the go away energy.
Expecting, give without any expectation of any return.
Yes.
And you never, at some point, love and things will come back.
Yes.
It may not be today.
That's
may not
exactly
be tomorrow.
right.
And I experienced that with my sister.
Yeah.
Taking care of me right now.
She's here helping.
She was here helping about a week ago.
Wonderful.
And about It's reciprocal, maybe 10, 15 years later, but
Here she
love,
is.
Love returns.
Love returns.
Love returns.
All these cliches we've heard through the years, if you love something, you let it go. Or, you just give and just carry on with life. Or just carry on and do it for a long time. And when you least expect it, underline the word expect, it comes back.
Yeah.
It can't not. It's a natural law.
It's a natural law.
Isn't it?
Oh, absolutely, it is natural.
You're freaking 78. You've seen it happen many times.
Yes, I have. It's okay.
It's a big stinking tree. It is a big stinking tree, and it's got strange weight distribution, friends, but we're going to put an undercut in that sucker, and we're going to flop it right in this freaking yard. We should sneak by that cedar top, okay? And we may, nip a little.
That's okay.
It's fine.
That's okay.
Give this man some love, friends. Give him some love. He's been one of the most fantastic neighbors I've ever had in my entire life, and I've lived here a long time. Now, so here she is. It's a big tree. I'll be honest. It's got a strange weight distribution. It's pulling hard that way, but I can make it move this way, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. This will be your legacy. Okay, so look at he's smiling away now.
Absolutely.
So,
I never envisioned it would get this big, but
no.
thanks to the cedar free water, because we had a leak going through here.
Remember that, Reiner?
Oh yeah, many years.
Yeah.
And all this free water, this is what happened to the tree.
Look at this thing, friend. You're right, Reiner. It's true. I remember it was coming up. It was gurgling up.
Yeah. And I remember you telling me, you said, water never goes uphill. Never forgot.
It's true. So here it is, friends. And I mean, let's be honest, it's going hard like that away, right? It is. You can see it. That's a big freaking leader. So judge your leans behind your tree, on the high side of the tree. Always judge. So you've got this working in our favor here, but you take a look at that sucker. That's pulling hard to the driveway here. This is my driveway. So you look up here. We're going to put an undercut and we're going to fill your whole yard with this sucker right there.
I know.
So we're going to cut it up. Yeah. Now I think I get it before I go. I'm going on a little trip.
Okay.
So we'll get it fairly quick.
Okay.
And we'll buck it up. I'll buck it up really small. Are you okay with burning the foliage?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because it's still wet.
Hey, no problem. I got some cedar stuff. No
Should
problem.
we start a little fire and we'll start burning?
And because he was going to trim up a little bit on that, but I'm not sure whether he will or not. He may. Don't worry. I'll just leave him with that little stuff.
Okay.
If he comes back, I'll just let him clean up.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
He's a good man. I met him.
He's totally
Thompson's good guy. And I hope I'm not mowing your lawn, but this is my neighbor, and I just caught wind of it, brother. I can't let him spend money on this. Not when I'm freaking 50 feet away. He's not spending any money on this tree. The Bucking Army's coming to help you out because you helped us out. This is how it goes. Isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Just make it happen, friends. Okay, Reiner, I'll get out of here. Rocking. Seriously. I haven't had this saw out for a while, friends. I haven't had it out for a while. This is my 562 from Husqvarna. Husky gave me this saw, friends. I was honored when they done that, friends. I'm not Mr. Like, to work with Husqvarna would be a dream for me. From a small town freaking friends. Matter of fact, I got my buckandbillyray.comers on right now, and I will do that. Now, this is a 562. It's a bone stock saw. Bone stock, right off the shelf, except I've got an exhaust on it. We're going to try and start this thing. It's been sitting for, it feels to me like 3 weeks to a month in my cold shop. That's what it feels like. It's got no decomp button. It's choked. I'm going to give it just a couple of these, like, friends. This is a nice saw, just to get things moving. Let's see what happens. Good morning. Friends, good morning to you. It's Thursday, and I'm going to be getting to my son, as you can see by the looks of me, as I just woke up and I'm getting a video out for you. I've just had a couple of, well, pretty good days, back to back down at old Reinders there. Got a bit of footage to share with you. You may have saw these. You may have saw these, friends, at the beginning of the video. This is something that I and Homestead Brand have been working on for a while. And these are hand cut. They're not dyed yet. Like dyes, you use dyes. Friends, you know what them are? I'm excited, very excited. And Scotty, thank you for sending me my leather love, my leather ritual. I was running out. DGP Scotty sent me some an ice cream pail of it because it's not on the market yet. He's just going through all the testing and that. Anyways, watch when I warm up this saw, friends. I want to show this. I show it once in a while. Watch when I fire up this saw. Watch when I fire it up. I go in my shop and I'm... Do you know when you... This is people who fire up machines. You know if you just fired it up and crack on it, it'll blurble and blue smoke will go and all that. Well, I don't think that can be the greatest for it. It's a bunch of unburnt gas and all that. I just think the metals need to get to know one another a little bit. And just watch and listen to the saw. Once in a while, I give it a little crack and you can see it's blurbering. So I just lay off it, and then all of a sudden, whack, it's happening. Just watch this and then let's carry on with the video. I love yous. Welcome to the newcomers. Friends, we're getting close to going on one of our historic journeys on this channel. I'll tell you, this is the saw I run when the wood is the right size. To be honest with you, this tree is the exact... I'm almost thinking I should run this saw today, cutting this tree down. It's a sycamore, London plane. Friends, this is a full house, 32-inch, but it doesn't have a real aggressive grind on it. See the side plate, how it lays back a little bit? It's not grabby. Friends, there's so much you can do with your chains, you'd be surprised. It's all in the filing. I've said it for freaking years, and I mean it. And I'm telling you, the littlest changes to your chain will make your day so much fun. Now, giveaway. We're giving this saw away. This is the X-Torque. I don't know what muffler we're going to be giving it away with, but it's going to have something to do with super cool saws. Yes, indeed. This muffler was made by friends. The pipes aren't for everybody. They're loud. It's not for everybody. It's just something I've been doing for years, and I like doing it. We got the Ripsaw 562, which is in the top of my food chain for saws to run in substantial size wood. Top of the food chain. Starts 2 to 3 pulls every single time. I got a muffler on that saw. Matter of fact, what is on that saw? It's a pipe, I think. What is it? Oh, it's the pipe that I designed. And it was a prototype pipe, and it's on that saw. It's like an upside down bear claw design. And of course, Scotty's 86er. We've got a mix of hand file, full house. We got skip tooth. We are gonna down this tree. We're gonna fall it. We're gonna buck it into firewood, and we're gonna process the brush, stack it in a pile, and burn it for rinder when the time is right. I may burn it when I come back from Nova Scotia. Let's go have some fun. This is an interesting tree, friends. It's got interesting energy and weight distribution. So let's go have some fun. Yes, I'm a husky man. If you're a professional and you're getting into the tree service or the firewood, don't buy knockoff saws. Save yourself the hassle. Seriously, it's been terrible. They're awful. Support the power saw companies that have been around forever. They're the ones to deal with. Husky, still. Those are the ones you want to deal with. Wow. So friends, the wind is blowing, the sun's out. It's flipping the maples all over, you know, the seed pods. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed meeting Rinder. It was important for me to. He's a neat guy, friends. He's got a neat spirit. He worked at the mill his whole life. He lived in that house. He's a true cedar boy, like a cedarite, you know. He's lived in that house for 50 years. That means he was 60. No, he was 28 when he bought that house. 28. That's a story right there. And I knew the kid that lived in this house. I went to school. I personally went to school with the kid that grew up in this house. His name was Barry McClellan. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, my kids went to the same elementary school as I did, which is rare these days. Pretty neat. Anyway, friends, I hope you enjoyed the video and meeting Rinder, my neighbor. Tomorrow we'll get into the cutting. And, you know, I get asked a lot of questions on this YouTube channel and over the years in this journey, and the world is evolving so fast. There's knockoff everything. Everything's a knockoff now. There's nothing really that our attention spans have shrunken. Not a lot inspires us anymore. We're becoming a different animal now. That's why nature to me is important to just get outside into nature and don't forget about getting barked up and cut up and stay connected to the earth and where we come from. So hard work does that for me. Hard work keeps me alive, and when I can't do it, it's my mind and my mental and spiritual has to become stronger. It's been a very interesting long year for me. And I'm starting to light up again, which is nice. I'm glad you're here. What a year. I haven't swung an axe still yet, friends. Think about that one. I haven't done it. I swung a sledgehammer the other day out fixing that fence, but it wasn't that many bangs. Thanks for being here, friends. Work hard, be honest, and be kind. Ewan got a new 462. He just sent me a little video. He's been up and running and at him. Ewan, our young friend from the UK. Ewan, great to see. I think I've got that little blurb of you cutting some logs there. Let's see if I can find that on the way out of the video. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, friends. Catch you on the next one. Did you guys catch that? It's getting warm. Now, if you don't know who that young man was, you noticed how he's getting around there a little bit ginger? Well, if you don't know, that young man and his family were dealt a card that no family would want to be dealt. That young man is a complete inspiration. And if you don't know who he is, his name's Ewan, and he's from the UK. And he's been battling a battle that no 12 or 13-year-old kid would ever want to battle. This has already been on the channel, but we haven't talked about it for a while. They took this young man's part of his leg, and he's got a bionic leg now. And that's why you notice him. He's just getting gingering around. But he's on a power saw. And I know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. To want to run saw so bad, or to work, or to do something so bad, and have it ripped from you. I do. I know what that's like. So Ewan, we'll be cutting together, young man. We will be. Love yous all. Find inspiration somewheres and bring attention to it.